Definitely not to be the first time. This is Shoot a Game. This is Jose. This is the Northside Heroes. And right around my day, you saw this tag team compete. This is Caleb Kennedy, KC Rocker. Wait, what is his name? For the business, baby!
Tell you what, these business, they look like a couple of angry young men. Maybe the good pastor needs to give them a little counseling and anger control.
Or maybe they've been hanging out with your buddy Taliaferro a little too much.
I tell you what, man, that center, that he is not my buddy. I came to Southern States for one reason and one reason only, and that was to sanctify and cleanse this place. And he has done nothing but stand in my way. He has done everything he can to hurt my ministry. He is calling me hypocrite online. He has tried to hack into my telethon and take money away from me, and I will not stand for it anymore. That is one sinner that is not going to get away with the crap that he has tried to pull here at Southern States.
He might be trying to pull some crap with you, but Shoot a Gabe pulling that roll up here on KC Rocker. Goes for another one, just a 2 count. Beautiful headlock takeover there from Shoot a Gabe of the Northside Heroes.
You got to think Northside's got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder tonight. Last month they lost their first match here in Southern States, and I know that they were not happy about it, and I know that they're looking for some guidance, and I've tried to do everything I can to show them the righteous path, but they're just young kids. They don't want to listen. But you got to think they're coming in here with something to prove tonight.
Crucifix roll-up only got a 2 count. They absolutely do have something to prove. I agree with you there. After losing, my apologies, that 3-way match for the inaugural Southern States Pro Tag Team Champions, both Shoot a Gabe and Jose Manuel want to do everything they can to get back in the title picture. Jose out of the way, and Tennedy splashes his own partner.
See, that's what I'm talking about. They get so angry they can't even control their emotions.
Tennedy and Casey, definitely a very anxious duo, as Shoot a Gabe and Jose Manuel are exactly the opposite, but that cool, calm demeanor didn't do anything to stop that onslaught on the outside there from Tennedy and Rocker.
Very smart thinking there from the business. They set up Northside for that, and they executed it well.
We've got Rocker now in the ring with Shoot a Gabe. Tags in Tennedy. Tennedy and Rocker looking for some double team offense here. Atomic drop into a assisted suplex there. Goes for the cover, does Tennedy. Just a 2 count.
You know, this promotion is just full of sinners and backsliders, and they're all led by Taliaferro. He's the main one. He gets in these people's ears, and he preaches his sinful ways and his debaucheries, and he perverts these young people's minds, and that's why you're seeing such anger out of these young men. They don't know how to handle their emotions.
Forgive me for getting tied up on the beginning of that part, but did you say backsliders?
Backsliders, absolutely.
So if they do a backslide pin attempt.
No. We're talking about different backsliders. Okay. We're talking about people who claim to have the faith, or they step out on good faith, but deep down they're just a sinner and they keep sinning and they don't know how to stop it.
Just wanted to make sure. Maybe that's where the term backslide comes from. I don't know, but I was thinking only people that do schoolboys are allowed in the ministry of Donald Jakes. I'm glad we were able to clear that up, as that headlock is applied to Shoot a Gabe on the inside of the ring. Jose Manuel wants back in, but Gabe gets the cover, might not have to tag out. Beautiful pump kick there from KC Rocker. Goes for another pin cover. Hooked both of the legs there, you saw. Beautiful leverage there from KC.
Yeah, you got to think that the Southern States management really had their eye on this match. I would have to say that the winner of this match would have to be the new favorite to be the #1 contender for the tag team title.
Southern State's management absolutely has to have their eyes on this match, and I would be willing to boast that I believe that our tag team champions, the Seventh Sons, might also have their eyes on this match, as they could potentially be looking at future opponents here between Casey Rocker and Caleb Kennedy, or the Northside Heroes, Jose Manuel and Shooter Gabe.
Yeah, you don't even get me started on the Seventh Sons. I've gone to them. I've tried to counsel them. I've tried to work with them. With a name like the Seventh Sons, they really are the prodigal sons of wrestling, and it's time for them to come home to Donald Jakes. But they're just going to need a little bit more motivation. They're just not quite ready yet.
I wouldn't take it personally if I was you. I think those guys just have an issue with managers right now. But give them a little bit of time. I'm sure they'll come around.
Well, you can't trust 3MP. I mean, he's already established that over the years. And we all know Telefaro's crazy. So there's only one manager here in Southern States that can glorify a career, that can lift a career up to the heavens, and that is Donald Jakes.
Well, before you get ahead of yourself, you are still very young in your career here in Southern States, as well, as we've got the roll-up attempt here from Shooter Gabe. But yeah, Kennedy out of it. You're still young in your career as well. You have yet to prove yourself as a manager as well. Let's keep that in mind.
Well, you know, here's the thing. I may be young here at Southern States, but I am not young in the ministry. I've been doing this my whole life, and I can tell a saint from a saint and a sinner from a sinner. And
there's a whole lot of sinning going on in this ring right now, as Casey Rocker slid to the outside to take out Jose Manuel, and Jose is now arguing with the referee, but it is not helping his cause whatsoever. The longer the referee is distracted, that is longer it's going to take for Shooter Gabe to get back to his corner, tagging his partner. We've got another cover from Kennedy.
Manuel doing all he can to will his opponent towards him, but Kennedy cutting off the ring, not going to allow it to happen.
Casey Rocker taunting Jose Manuel, and that's exactly what Kennedy and Rocker wanted. Once again, the referee distracted as that double team maneuver was hit on Shooter Gabe in the corner. Goes for another cover, does KC.
I tell you, he's going to have to watch those prideful actions like that. We all know that pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, and if he continues to do things like that, it's not going to work out well for him, I can go ahead and tell you.
You heard it here, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Northside Heroes, just a bunch of sinners, according to the pastor, Donald Jakes. Another double team maneuver here from KC and Kennedy, but Shooter Gabe out of it with that beautiful spinning heel kick.
I tell you, that's not something you see every day in a wrestling ring. This is a very young and talented kid. They're a very young and talented tag team.
Where Jose Manuel tagged back into the ring, and it hits the big, beautiful Lope suicide dive on both Kennedy and Rocker. You get what you pay for if you sit front row here at Southern States, and the fans are seeing that right now. Jose Manuel like a house on fire. Beautiful Superman-style punch to Caleb Kennedy. Fireman's carry position now. Kennedy's out of it. This match got fast-paced in a hurry. Waist control from Shooter Gabe. Beautiful Samoan drop. Manuel on the middle rope. And hits the double stomp to Kennedy. This has to be it. But stops Casey Rocker in his tracks. Beautiful Famouser directly onto his partner. But was not enough for the Northside Heroes to get the victory.
Once again, the business unable to control their emotions. They need to pray for patience, because in situations like that, it almost got them beat.
Shooter Gabe tagged back into this match. Suplex position for Kennedy, but Kennedy blocks the initial suplex attempt. Couple of shots in the midsection, still not enough. Scoops up that leg though, and into the corner and into the middle of the ring. Oh my goodness, scoops him up here in a wheelbarrow position, and a beautiful leg drop from the middle row from Jose. This has to be it.
That's gotta be it.
Casey in the ring just in time to break up the pin. Put Jose in to stop KC, but KC sends Jose to the outside.
Smart move there by KC. Now can they take advantage?
Ducks the line, but eats the kick. Shooter Gabe is now down in the middle of the ring. Kennedy is dead weight, but that dead weight is draped across the chest of Shooter Game, but Shooter Game still able to power out of that pin.
Kennedy can't believe it. He thought that was 3.
KC can't believe it as you see him arguing with the referee now. Kennedy directing traffic, telling KC to get back to the outside so he can be tagged in. Kennedy and Rocker wanting to put away Shooter Gabe here. Beautiful double team combination from Kennedy, and Rocker goes for the cover. But no, Kennedy gets shoved into the pin attempt from Jose Manuel.
Carnage and bodies everywhere. This is a wrestling fan's dream. Only sinners and carnies would like this kind of violence.
I'm quite enjoying myself, so which one does that make me?
Well, judging by the way you dressed, I would go with carny.
All right, you won't get an argument out of me. 4 count from the referee. If these men cannot meet the 10 count, we just might have a draw here in this match. But looks like all 4 men are back up to their feet now. No 10 count needed, as all 4 men are trading shots in the center of the ring. Northside Heroes whip Kennedy and Rocker into the ropes. Got both of them up now, but they fight out of it, and Jose and Shooter sit directly into each other.
Once again, Northside just a little too prideful there.
Oh, but Shooter Gabe ducks out of the way, and Caleb Kennedy hits a super kick from his own partner. Blind tag there from Jose. Shooter Gabe with the spear. Jose goes up top. Big frog splash from Jose. This has to be it. 1, 2, 3, and the Northside Heroes get the victory.
Oh, glory. They have found redemption here in Southern States. You got to thank Murder One and SSP management. They got their eyes on Northside because they definitely made a statement tonight.
I'm not one to predict the future. Lord knows I'm definitely not a member of Southern States management, but if I had a say, I would be lining up the Northside Heroes for another title shot in the very, very near future.
Well, I'll go and tell you, brother Rob, I'm receiving a prophecy right now, and that prophecy is that we're going to see Northside in that title picture sooner rather than later.
We've got some more fantastic Southern States action coming your way tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rob Weathers, and I am joined by my broadcast partner for the evening, the one and only, the spooky, the mysterious Talifero.
Oh, thank you so much. You just make me blush.
I gotta tell you, Talifero, it's been a little while since me and you have had a chance to talk, but I'm significantly more pleased having you out here now than I might have been before.
Oh, now why would you go and say something like that?
I don't know, man. I just think that I think we've got a lot of great action. Clearly, you are here to enjoy the wrestling as much as me, maybe for a different reason. And I'll tell you, somebody else who was out here enjoying some wrestling not too long ago, a man who was recently in the booth with me, your old buddy, the Pastor Donald Jakes. Boy, did he have some nice things to say about you.
Oh, well, let me tell you. The reason you may be impressed with my attitude is you came into my home and showed respect. And therefore you shall receive respect.
I appreciate that very much, Talifero.
Donald Jakes, however, will receive nothing but disdain.
I gotta say, after sitting out here with him for a few matches, I'm typically not one to judge anyone too harshly, but I think I get it. I think I might see some of your complaints with the guy.
the top of that list being hypocrisy.
Very hypocritical, I will say, but I can tell you something that is not hypocritical, and that is the action that you get here in Southern States. When we tell you that we have got good wrestling on tap, ladies and gentlemen, we have some of the best action you could ever ask for right here at the El Galaxy Center in Austell, Georgia.
Mr. How My Do-Rag Look, Keelan Cole.
Oh!
The damnedest thing I've probably ever seen here in Southern States, Keelan Cole just taking a bump before the bell even rings.
Self-inflicted wounds.
Trying to get to the outside and attack some of the fans here in the front row, and did not work out in Keelan Cole's favor.
That is absolutely why I call Southern States home. Where are you going to see that?
I have to agree with you, but maybe Keelan Cole might be able to turn it around, as now the bell has finally sounded. It is summertime, Deion Summers and Mr. How My Do-Rag Look, Keelan Cole, in this contest. But as we just saw, Keelan Cole taking a little bit of a shot, trying to get to the outside of the ring. As you can see, Deion Summers quite taped up himself, dealing with a little bit of a left shoulder injury himself.
And putting on that, let's just call it what it is, that is a target.
And we're going to see how long it takes Keelan Cole to attack that target.
He seems more interested in attacking the front row.
And it just might be distractions like that might play into the favor of Deion Summers. Deion Summers, a fan favorite almost everywhere he goes, and that is no different here in Southern States Pro as he squeezes that tight headlock onto Keelan Cole. Takes him over.
And again, the modern wrestling fan may not appreciate what's happening right now, but the jockeying for position is just as much as important as the high flying.
There is a reason that you see this in almost every wrestling match that you see. It might not be pretty, it might not be fun, but ladies and gentlemen, it is as effective as it gets. The only problem that I see right now is you've got Deion Summers wrenching this headlock onto Keelan Cole, but he's using that injured arm, so Summers could be hurting himself almost as much as he's hurting Keelan here. Shoots off the rope, but hits a big shoulder tackle with that injured shoulder. Not phased as of yet is Deion Summers. Summers with a beautiful hip toss there, follows it with a drop kick. Keelan Cole outside of the ring, and he's right in his favorite place to be in the second row.
He just took a spill.
Keelan Cole is taking quite a beating from everybody except from Deion Summers in this contest tonight.
His own worst enemy, it would appear.
Summers now out of the ring, as is Keelan Cole. Cole back in at the referee's count of 4. Summers follows suit quickly, but is cut off immediately by Keelan Cole as Keelan starts stomping away. Almost looks like it was right on that shoulder of Deion Summers. Like you said, that is a target, and Keelan Cole has found it.
I mean, of course, you have to take measures to treat your injuries, to protect your injuries, but sometimes putting a bullseye on it isn't the way to go.
By the end of this match, we'll know if Deion Summers might have been better off just coming out here with that arm not taped up and just dealing with the pain. as Keelan Cole nails that huge drop kick as he was draped across the middle rope, goes for the cover. Just a 2 count for Keelan Cole. A lot of aggression being shown on the face of Keelan Cole here as he goes back to work on that injured shoulder of Deion Summers.
And this is smart. This is smart technical wrestling right now. Focus on the pre-existing, weaken it, go for a submission. It already hurts.
Absolutely, and what happens whenever you go for a pin attempt? Your shoulders have to be planted on the mat. If he continues to wear out that shoulder, and if he lays that leverage on the left shoulder of Deion Summers, he might not be able to kick out of a pin, but that might not matter as Deion just hit that jawbreaker to get out of a potential submission attempt. Cole now back on the offensive, thinking Irish whip, sends Summers back into the corner. Follows it up with a couple of big shots, does Cole.
Jaw-jacking with the crowd. And it cost him.
It's going to cost him every single time as he gets hit with that beautiful cutter from Summers. This might be it. Just a 2 count. And there's the do-rag of Keelan Cole. Deion Summers asking the fans if maybe he should put it on now. Opts to stomp it out instead. That might not have been the right call. Keelan Cole doesn't exactly even know where he is right now, let alone where his do-rag is, but if he finds out, he won't be happy. Takes out the legs of Summers. Oh my goodness, around the corner post with that big kick. Modified 619 from Cole as he hits the super kick to the shoulder of Summers. Once again goes for the cover right on that injured shoulder like we talked about.
Very interesting offense. I mean, unorthodox to say the least.
Unorthodox, interesting, and effective.
But as effective as it was, it has not ingratiated him to his new friends on the front row.
He's going to have to do a lot more than that if he wants to gain their favor. But I don't think that's what's important to Keelan Cole now as he continues to go to work on Summers. Cole wanting to wrestle his match right now. Very methodical in his pacing. He's taking his time. He wants to make sure that everything he hits Summers with counts as he looks for a big suplex now, but blocked from Summers. Summers wants the fireman's carry. Will that shoulder give out? No, it doesn't. Beautiful Death Valley driver.
Hurt him as much as his opponent. If he can find the will to get to his feet, he may be going home.
Both men slow to get up as the referee administers the 10 count up to a 3.
And you have to know, had that shoulder not been injured, this would be over.
It absolutely could be a different story that we're telling, but be that as it may, we're at a count of 7, and both of these men now finally up on their feet, but are both worse for wear. Double axe handle there from Summers, follows up with another one. Scoops up Cole and lands him directly in the center of the ring. Calls for a little summertime splash, and he's got it. Is this going to be it? No, it is not. You see that ace bandage now just continuing to unravel as this match continues to unravel directly in front of us. Keelan Cole still not back up to his feet. Summertime Deion Summers needs to put Cole away right now. This might be his only opportunity to do so. Oh, but eats a super kick to the midsection. Beautiful blockbuster style cutter. This might be it. And it is.
For everything that it was, that was impressive. That was impressive. Injury or no to his opponent, he earned that win.
He absolutely did, and you made a really good point. If Summers did not have that injured shoulder, if Cole did not spend most of the match jaw-jacking with the crowd, we could have had a completely different outcome tonight. We might have to run that back here again in the future here at Southern States Pro.